Hey guys, welcome to another collaboration Clubhouse. My name is Anya Robbins, and with me I have almost all of our ambassadors, John, George, and Vince. Hey guys!
What up?
Hello.
And the theme is water parks, or is it? Really, those of you who clicked into the YouTube already know what the theme is, and surprise, I lied. Because multiple, if not all of my accompanying ambassadors are big fans of cartoons, so I'm changing it to nostalgic cartoons. Yes, John, you get to talk all about Flapjacks.
Oh, yes.
So you guys go nuts. Draw all of your like childhood cartoons, nostalgic cartoons. Yes, you guys, that includes anime. So the community who is like drawing anime every second post.
Oh my god! It's anime. It's official.
All the anime.
She officially supports it.
It was never official. However, I will say, as a child, I watched both Sakura Card Captors and Inuyasha.
Oh,
so those of you who are like anime nerds, you know like what that is.
Yes, everyone remembers Sakura, Card Captor.
Yeah.
It was Ranma that was cool as well.
It's like a type of anime that's like a magic girl with like the staff, and she has cards and they do magic things, and she hits it with the staff, and then a magic thing happens.
And she has
she always had these cute outfits.
And she has this like little baby, like Pikachu looking thing that floats around.
A beanie baby with wings. That is
I have 100% a beanie baby with wings. Is what that card is.
Okay.
I would.
And that was like
that beanie baby. That was a good beanie baby.
I would turn up like every week. Sorry. Go ahead. What is you guys' favorite?
Oh god.
Like childhood nostalgia TV.
You guys go first because I'm parsing a lot of data up here.
Well, I already went.
I think I'm older than you guys because I liked like I'm drawing one of the characters from like Real Monsters and like Ren and Stimpy was awesome. Like
how young do you think we are?
Well, you guys aren't Ren and Stimpy era, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Look at this beautiful baby face and tell me how old you think I am.
I think you are. Let's see. So I'm 44. So I would say you are 38, 36, 38.
36? Oh my God, so good. You got it right in one. I'm 41, but I'll take the 36.
Yes. Okay. Nice. Dang, 41. You're looking good, man. I'm broken down.
Aging like fine whiskey is what I'm doing.
Yeah, man.
Love it. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys have like a similar background. Okay, for the audience who don't know, this is the first time John and George meet each other. You guys have a similar background. You're both teachers. Okay. So and you both have like a really entertaining vibe that I really appreciate. So I knew you guys would like click. I was just waiting for this day.
Hey, John.
So our similar background is that we are teachers?
Yeah, I was going to say, John.
Not artists.
Can we talk over here, John, real quick in private? I think Anya is insinuating that all teachers are the same.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. Then she's going to say, look, they're both white. They're both teachers. So what else do you need to know about them?
What do you mean? Right.
I'm just messing with you, Anya.
A nickel for every time someone called me out for being a cis white educator.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not go into that one. But yeah, so I'm a new educator as a noob, like less than 1 year. I'm going on my year anniversary, like after Lightbox in October. So I guess in my greenness, I absolutely profiled you guys. I apologize.
No, we don't.
How dare I assume that all educators are the same?
We're messing with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
Wait, no, I'm not sure. Canceled.
Yeah, wait. Yes, I'm second guessing what I said. Let me Benz is like, what's happening? Benz is like,
he's in a room with rowdy people. Poor guy.
I know, right? Benz is rowdy on the inside, though.
Muted. Yeah, this is true.
He's rowdy on the inside.
You'll think he's calm, and then he comes in hot with these like.
Yeah, he does.
It's really funny.
He comes full force when he comes too. He doesn't.
All right, you guys. One time only. I will never do this again. I'm gonna draw anime.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
I'm gonna draw anime.
Cardcaptor?
Let's freaking go. Yes, I'm drawing Sakura Cardcaptors. Let's go.
Nice. Okay.
I'm just gonna pull up a reference because I don't remember what it looked like. I think the last time I watched it, I was like 9.
You don't rewatch
Final
like
season
old
sucked.
cartoons and shows that you liked when you were a kid? Like you don't
No,
like
I never
you don't
do that.
venture back into the
I should.
halls
You
of
know
your
what I'd love
childhood?
to do, and mark my words, I would love to do because I've been doing portraits a lot. I want to do like a in my style realistic version of Sakura from Cardcaptors and Inuyasha. That would be sick because then it would be like a full circle, like draw the thing that I wanted to draw when I was a kid, but like also super more evolved into the type of style that I do now. So I'm excited. I should do that.
It sounds like you're speaking another language, you guys. Like when you're talking, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's literally from a different culture, John. Normal. But you're not into anime.
I know, like my
anime
when I was growing up was like Akira and like BattleTech and like Appleseed and stuff like that.
Oh, so you're one of those kids where like all the teachers are like, he watches such violent shows.
Yeah, anime. I was like, Akira. I was like, yes. I was like, this is my jam. Like Akira was good. I was like,
Miss Stenson, I don't want to tell you how to do your job as biology teacher, but I have reported him to the principal. I think we need to.
Well, that happened anyways. That happened anyways.
He draws scary things.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't feel entirely safe teaching this student.
It's funny because I would get like my dad would get reports back from the teachers, and the teachers I respected, I would do like everything they said, and I was like really engaged, and then the other teachers I was like extremely disrespectful and just like, you know.
Oh my gosh,
and
that sounds like me.
Yeah, so my dad would get a report. One was like, John's really engaged and it's like a joy to have him in the classroom, and the other one was like, he's super disruptive and disrespectful to me and like this that. And my dad would always be like, what do I do with this? I was like, well, she's a bad teacher and the other one's a good one. I was like, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know.
I don't know to say, Dad. You got to earn my respect in this economy.
That's what I used to say. And my dad was like, that's not the way it works, John. Like,
you have to like actually be nice to all the teachers. But I agree. I do agree with that. And I did have that same attitude. I've got a problem though. I'm not very I don't know if you guys know anything about this, but Jordan Peterson has like a personality test online that you can take. And I took it, and basically it was like, I'm very agreeable, but I'm rude. Like I do not respect authority at all. So it's one of those like, I will only respect the people that I see are like excellers at the values that I have. So if I value hard work. So if I see a hard worker, to me, that's like immediately I'm like, I like you. You're awesome. But also like, I don't know, if I have less values in common with you, it's just harder for me to like respect you. And I'm trying not to look bad here. But also, first time drawing anime in years. This is going poorly, but I'll get it.
Yeah, it's not a competition.
It's not showing on stream.
We're just having fun. Let's just have fun.
I'm loving what Yaga's drawing, though. Wait, what cartoon is that from? I remember that.
Yaga. Oh yeah, that was
yeah.
And Courage. We got Courage being drawn.
Anya, did you make two weird little marks over here on the side of the canvas? I have a whole canvas open, and then there's like these two little butt cheeks right here.
That's weird. Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
I didn't know. Like, that's weird. Oh, you're on the same board as me. Yay.
Hey.
You could see my like my beginnings. The beginnings of my anime journey, guys. Now the stream is gonna be like, show us. Okay, fine. I could just hear it. I could hear chat going like, "Why is there a butt here? Who drew a butt?" But yes, this is the second.
Yeah, they're just mirroring your. They're taking a cue from you with your two little butt cheeks that were hogging the entire canvas for some reason.
Thank you, George.
You did that. You caused this.
Go back to the first one. Thank you for that. I appreciate that greatly. Really, truthfully, thank you. Okay. Moving on.
How you doing, man? Where's Veds?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's up? I think I was muted earlier.
You were.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah. Oh, you told me. I didn't.
I told you. I was like, dude, you're muted. And then you didn't. I thought it was on purpose. And I was like,
no,
okay.
It's when I hit the plug. Like sometimes it mutes myself.
Gotcha.
But just on.
Sorry, I'll try and keep an eye on that.
Yeah, just on Streamlabs. That's.
Well, I was having the same problem actually. The last stream I did, I had to just call it early because it kept turning my volume off. Like Streamlabs is doing weird stuff with audio.
No, I came to rescue you. Your stream was still 90 minutes.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I had to have a functional commentator for more of the stream than I wanted.
That was hilarious, though. Comment in chat, guys, if you really liked me like bopping in on his stream and pretending to be his voice. Like that was like the highlight of my day that day. That was so funny.
Good luck replicating these dulcet tones. I don't know if you got it.
You know what? I have to say, like, it was just really fun. And I don't know. I had a great time. But that's just me, you know. Oh my gosh. Why am I having fun drawing anime? Help. Something's wrong with me.
Oh no, my lifelong disdain of people who draw anime is biting me in the ass because now I'm enjoying it. Oh no. Do I have to acknowledge the anime artist is talented as well? Oh God, what am I gonna do?
No. I still respect anime people. It's just
yet you call them anime people.
Anime people.
George.
The hole continues to be dug.
That.
So awesome.
Oh, you're so mean to me. You're so mean.
Yo, listen, I just tells it how it is, okay? I can't help it. I speak the truth.
That's fine. That's fine. George just secretly knows my love language is like picking on each other. So
excessive negging, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
How does he do his hair? Oh, okay.
Because I think it's just the subject matter. I really loved this show. Like, it was the one show that I could get away with my family letting me watch that had any kind of like magic in it. Like, I was really prone to liking something that was like not possible. You know what I mean? Like something
you
that
enjoyed using your imagination as a child. Oh no!
I know, right? But I was never allowed to like play video games or do anything fun. So for me, this is like the one show that
or do anything.
No, I can relate. I can actually completely relate. I was raised in a household where like there was a paddle in every room of the house with like the shape of a cross cut into it. So I knew that no matter what I did,
let's not please.
So I couldn't watch fun cartoons. I couldn't play video games. I had to like sneak out of the house and do that at my friends' places. You know, I had a collection of comics that got burned in front of me in my driveway as a kid.
Ooh.
Oh, mine was ripped.
Nice.
Damn.
Dude, I had it was books that they were a French book. What were they? Oh my goodness, I can't even remember. But it was like a series of like novellas, and they were maybe like 200 pages each.
Oh, novellas.
They had
those are the.
They had.
No, I'm just kidding.
They had like magical elements in them.
Oh, they didn't
like really like most of the themes were like on friendship and loyalty and like really it was actually a good show. But my family members, they were all like, no, it's of the devil and like
this is evil.
So my dad ripped it apart in front of
no.
me and then like grounded me for a week, and then I had nothing to read and I was really sad.
Was it Asterix?
No,
This is such a different version of this same story. Because we're like, they took away our cartoons and our toys. And you're like, they took away my literature and I had nothing to read.
well, that's the only thing I could do. Come on now.
Not a drop of intellectual stimulation to be found. 'Twas a desert for my mind.
Actually, to this day, I really enjoy intellectual stimulation. So, but
so
here,
right back at you.
Listen.
I liked smart stuff. So
I still do. Like, okay, my husband and I, like, one of the biggest things that we love to do to spend time with each other is just sit around and talk about like different theories that we have about like things in the world, or like book theories on what might happen next in some books that we love that that are not out yet, or like things that are happening in the world and like what we think based on prior histories would occur next, and like that kind of thing. To me is like the most valuable thing, because when we're old and gray, we literally have so much still to talk about, because there will be more developments in the world, there will be more books, there will be more things, and it's like the best thing ever. He's like my ultimate best friend. So it's like, it's wonderful. And I don't think I've ever really cared more about anything than my like intellectual communications with people, like in friendships and in any kind of relationship that I have, which is why I enjoy all of your friendships.
Does it hurt the experience if said intellectual conversations are carried on in a sarcastic tone at all times? Because that's
no, actually,
I want to know where I
that's
stand
funny.
in this equation.
You were great at satire and at like.
I just like talking about farts. That's my thing, like, or whatever, Anya. You know, that's so.
Oh,
I think if you want to crack this code and become like one of the special people, you just have to change the tone of your fart conversation. You can't just be like fart. You have to be like, did you hear the flatulence? It was
that's right.
I know, but I love it
Bit of
when
a
something's
baritone in
not
the
so
background,
serious.
undertones of corn and cheese.
I think you guys misunderstand me, because I'm not actually like into super like snooty people.
Oh, I know. Yes, I know.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that, because I read this story sometime, and it was about this guy who could suck air into his rectum. Like he could, like, instead of farting. So listen, this is crazy. So it was like Victorian era. So he could fart on command. And so, like, no joke. So he was going around to like these Victorian parties, like with a trumpet up to his butt, like blowing it, like, no joke. It was like a big thing. Like he got invited to so many places and everything. It was really funny. It's like at the height of, you know, etiquette and all this stuff. And then you've got this guy who's a professional farter. Like, it's real. You got to look it up. Somebody look it up, because it's really. I think I heard it on like PBS or something like a long time ago. They did a series of these stories. There was another guy that like was a park ranger in like the early like mid 1800s or something, and like a gun went off and there was a hole in his stomach, and he traveled around the country, like, you know, showing like, because it healed, but it healed like open, so you could like look in his stomach, and so like there was all these different things. So that was on the same, I think, on the same program. So, but it's like,
thank you, John.
Yeah, I know. But can you imagine that though? So maybe farts are more high class than we know. You know, I think it's.
I think farts are an endearing, permanent member of our comedic and communicative history as a culture, and I think the more we apply disdain to the concept of farts as valid humor, the more we show ourselves as plebeians that shouldn't be involved in the conversation at all.
There it is.
Wow, I am truly just
love it. You got to bring this before Congress, man. You know, let's see what happens.
I'll be like the chicken nuggets, not boneless wings guy.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna quit doing realism and just start painting anime every day.
Good, you should.
Sounds good.
Embrace the internet culture that you are a part of.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You'll get more followers. You get like 1 billion followers, and you'll be like, I'm a fraud.
I know, right? Be like, why did I ever do realism? Like, anime is so superior. No, but for real, I might do like a realistic version of these anime characters because I'm having so much fun. Because
Nice.
this is like if my kid self was ever able to draw this good. Even
right.
though
Well, that's the thing.
as
Yeah.
anime goes, this is not good. Like I'm not trying well, but it's still fun.
Did anybody ever see Real Monsters, that show? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Totally.
Saw that? Yeah. Yeah, that was
Oh,
I
fun.
love that
really?
stuff.
No.
That was
Please
that was
share.
a good show.
Share with the
That was
class.
fun. So it's like it's basically like Monsters Inc. Like before Monsters Inc. came out, sort of. Like there was like a class, like a school, and dude, the guy who was like the headmaster of the school was like this weird looking dude that had like red heels on. He had 4 legs and he had red heels. Let me show you because it's like hard to explain. Here, I'll grab him. The Gromble or something like that was his name. I can't remember.
Yo, that sounds like somebody from Powerpuff Girls.
Here you go. Let me see.
If you know, you know.
There you go. That's him. That's him right there on the.
Oh,
he's
good
I've seen
glance.
I've seen that
I'm
before,
drawing
yeah.
Oblina. I'm drawing Oblina, which is the one on the right, but he's the one on the left, like with the bone
That's
in his hand.
amazing.
Yeah.
I did watch that cartoon as a
Oh, you
on
did?
the TV. Yeah. It
Nice.
was on TV
Okay.
or something. Yeah. But it was a while ago.
I love that show. I used to love that show, and like I remember like Doug and Rocco's Modern Life and stuff like that. That was always good.
Did you have Oggy and the Cockroach as well? Is that?
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Anybody else know what he's talking about? I don't remember that.
Say what is it?
Oggy and the Cockroaches.
No,
I don't know if. Okay, I don't know if
maybe
it's
it's
the
just not in
same
this
name.
country.
Yeah, it might be.
Oogie and the Cockroaches. I like that.
It was like a cat that was getting bullied by 2 or 3 cockroaches. It was
That's funny. That's funny. I like that.
oh yeah, like this. Wait,
Did you see Ren and Stimpy growing up, Vince? Did you see them?
Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah. Did you get to see them at all?
I don't know.
You would know.
I don't think
You would
so.
know.
Yeah, you would totally remember Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
So they are both beloved and nightmare fuel at the same time.
Yeah. Let me show you the picture. You might know. Sure. You might know, but these guys here. Here's a good picture of them. These guys.
Oh yeah, it's Ranma that I did here.
Okay.
That one.
Why do anime eyes make me cringe so much?
Oh yeah.
That one. You know that, Vince?
Yeah, I know that. I don't think I've ever watched it. Maybe a little bit, but I know the characters. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I love that show. There was this. They had this commercial for log. It was just a wood log, and it was like a commercial. And there's a whole song for it.
It's log.
Yeah, it's big. It's heavy. It's wood. You know, it's really funny. Yeah, it's awesome. That show was the best. Love that show. It was so wild, man. Like there was nothing. I was like, I remember as a kid, and I remember my parents being like, man, like my brother and I liked it, and they were like, this is really weird. And I was like, I love it. I was like, I love it. Even before I drew and stuff back then, it was like, you know, I loved that stuff. Loved all the weird stuff. Actually, when at the last light box I went to,
yeah,
Vouter told me he said he met with that guy. He met with that guy and the guy that created it. And he was talking with him and there was like I think like the rights got, if I'm remembering right, I have to ask Vouter what he said, but like the rights got stolen like largely from that guy or messed up in some way, shape, or form or something. And
the funny thing is,
kind of screwed.
If you go to a lot of conventions in general, he's at most of them, and all he does is like find anyone who's willing to listen and be like, "They stole it from me."
Oh, really?
Oh,
really?
that's like he's known for it. Like he sits. He is the. I mean, he got screwed over for sure, but like he will never forget it. It's like the only thing he talks about now.
Dude, that's
I'm
a
like,
shame
oh.
though, because it's like his life's work. So if he did get screwed, I could see, he's just like,
Oh no, he's every right to be bitter about it. But man,
but it's
I'm like, wow, dude. Okay, this is what we talked about last time I hung out. Over
right.
here.
But yeah, at a certain point, you got to be like, all right, let me make something else. You know what I mean? Like, let me do something else. Or
He's upset that it was stolen from him for a very good reason, but he's also refusing to grow.
Right.
A little frustrating.
Yeah. He could make something else. He could bring something fresh.
Yep.
He could do that for sure. So, yeah, what a shame though. That's a common story. Oh
yeah.
Unfortunately. But yeah, he's like the old man that's like, I remember like in my day I made this and they took it from, like that kind of thing.
I forget his name. Do you remember his name?
I don't.
It's one of the two creators of Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And one of them got kind of like pushed out.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes more sense. Yeah. Well, there's always two sides to every story too. Like you talk to the other person and you might be like, oh, like you just don't know. But I mean, greed usually is involved in some way, shape, or form. But
well, the guy who's at a lot of conventions that I really like to stop by every time is Bill Plimpton. Does anybody here know who Bill Plimpton is?
Yes, I recognize that name. Let me
Plimptunes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like one of the wildest like classic style animators out there. Like still going.
Yeah, he was like indie stuff, right? Like he was like
it
wasn't like
it wasn't through the studios.
Oh, okay.
He developed his own family studio, and he does full scale animation all in like pencil and colored pencil. It's crazy.
Oh yes, yes. I know what you're talking about.
And he is like the most like humble, chill, like easy to get along with dude you'll ever find at a comic convention.
That's
He's just
awesome.
like, thanks for stopping by. He's like Jeff Smith who did Bone. Same thing. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you. Oh, I'm nothing special. Like just like,
right. I love people like that.
Such a sweetheart. That. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I have literally stopped by his booth every time I've gone to any convention just so I can be like support the cool dude. You're fun.
That's right. Well,
and he really does have
really grounded.
Yeah, and he really does have a lot of his own family, like working in his studio, like they're all classically trained animators at this point.
That right. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I love that.
How fun. One of his most famous pieces, if anybody who's listening to this wants to look up Bill Plimpton, Plympton. One of his famous pieces, I think it was called Kissing Ways. It was like this hilarious, like fake instructional video about like ways to kiss people, and it's like two people kiss and like the tongue like pops out the back of the head and chops his head off and it flies off. It's all like goofy cartoon nonsense.
That's awesome.
It's a great piece. It's also just like an amazing showpiece for just animation skill.
That's awesome, man. It's really funny. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think I've seen his stuff, but it's been a while.
He had a couch gag on The Simpsons that was really good.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And so did a few animators that I really appreciate. Sylvain Chamae from Triplets of Belleville had a good couch gag too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Like The Simpsons still bring in some really good guest animators for those.
That's cool. I don't know why, but I'm painting this like disturbed baby in this like Oblina's holding this disturbed baby. I'm gonna put it in like a little pouch. I think I was thinking of Finn, because Frank, I think it's Frank, right? That was drawn Finn next to mine, and I was like, I wanna draw this weird version of like, because Finn has that like he's like sleeping bag he sleeps in or whatever, like his face is just sticking out. So I thought of that. It's really weird. It's really weird. Very strange. Sometimes I'll just be talking. I'm not even paying attention, and I'm like, what?
Drawing
what's being
something
painted?
weird.
Yeah, I'm like, what's being painted?
Yeah.
Like I come back to it. And
Drawing
I'm like,
from your
what you guys
subconscious.
Yeah. Like what is? It's really weird.
I'm literally drawing like my little girl's self, like dream drawing.
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm actually probably gonna actually do this, but not in anime style. Just with the design of this character. Yeah, and just make it realistic. This actually excites me.
You can find some reference for that sort of thing too. There's a lot of pseudo-realistic anime interpretations out there to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize like how much I would like reconnect with my little kid self.
Oh yeah,
This is what you get
this
for forsaking the world of cartoons and animation. You did this to yourself. It's okay.
I didn't forsake anything. I just. What do you mean? Don't do this to me.
George, do you remember Gummy Bears? Do you remember that show?
God, I do. Yeah.
Gummy Bears.
I loved the whole like Disney Saturday animation stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was the last good thing Disney ever did.
Yes.
Was their Saturday morning animation.
You're singing my song. I like you even more now. I can't stand Disney, man. Like they bug the crap out of me these days. Like
they went from being. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to talk over you.
Oh no, I wouldn't say anything.
They went from being like the bastions of animation, like the people who kept animation alive in the American consciousness, to being like its destroyer. Which is so crazy to me.
Right. And the way they treat artists is like despicable too. Like I was talking to Louis Gonzalez. I did this workshop in Ireland with him, and Louis was like head of story, I think, for Ratatouille, and did a bunch of things. He had been there for a while. I don't think he's there anymore, but he had been there for a while, and he liked it. He liked what he was doing and everything. He didn't have an issue with it, but I asked him, I was like, hey, what are you working on, like outside of this or whatever? I said, what's like the personal projects you're working on and stuff? And he was like, well, I can't really talk about that. And I was like, why? He's like, he told me like anything he did, like he said, even if I drew you a little like sketch on a little Post-it note, like they own it.
Yep.
And
they own every piece of work that their local artists do, no matter what the context.
Yeah. No matter what. Everything.
The contract is insane.
And I was like, what? And I said, and I was like, I will never work with them. That's why I said that day. I was like, I will never work with them. I was like, that's unbelievable. I was like,
you got to be careful with contracts in general. You got to really watch out. Like it's more important now than ever to read the fine print, because there's so much just attempt to own you in job contracts, especially when it comes to art. Creative contracts are a dangerous place.
Yeah, man.
You can lose access to your. It was like, well, think of this is a really old example, but think of Bob Ross. You know the story with Bob Ross, right?
Right.
Like that was one of the older examples of a contract that ruined like the not just the artist's life, but the legacy he left behind.
Yes, and destroyed the family.
Children. Yeah, destroyed the family.
So bad.
These two old people who helped him get his show off the ground basically own the idea of Bob Ross and the idea of Bob as it relates to art.
That's crazy.
Dude.
It's wild.
Sick. That's disgusting too. That's like,
well, there was for the longest time until he just said, screw it, I'm just gonna let them sue me. His own son couldn't paint.
Yeah,
because he was like barred legally from painting.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Crazy.
What the heck, man? Yeah. I'm like, I'm anti Pixar. I'm bored with it too. Like I'm so bored with it. Like I think
a lot of people are.
Yeah, I mean it's good. I'm not saying it's not good, like, and I mean it would take my computer, like, if I were to make something in 3D, it would, rendering one frame of their movie would take my computer like 6 years or something to render one frame.
Yeah.
But like, so I get it. Like they're doing really cool stuff, but I'm just like, it's like, this is the time when they should be able to take risks. Like they should be able to take risks and do things that are interesting, right?
When you're an established brand, that has the kind of respect they have. It's not just the capital; it's the social capital. Like people would for a
Right.
long time, people would have been willing to watch anything they put out. That
Right.
that like trust and like social capital is kind of gone now for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they when they pulled out of the Disney contract originally, I was very excited.
Right.
And then how many years was it later that they just they sold right back to them?
Yeah, I think it was
And
like it was only like 5 years or something, right? Or three to five or something like that. Yeah.
And in those years, they did the few of their best movies possible. Like
yes.
Yes. I'm forgetting exactly which movies came out then, but it was like it wasn't the end of their good film. But as soon as Disney rebought them, you started seeing like Cars 2, Cars 3, Cars 5, Cars 7.5, Airplane Escape, like just
Tarzan
the
reboots.
The quest for more money.
yeah.
When was Soul made? Because I do like Soul.
Soul was good. Soul was too short. Soul did a very bad job of telling its story, but visually speaking and like just the core of the storytelling was good.
Yeah.
I like Soul a lot.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And I'm trying to think of what else I really liked. The Good Dinosaur was kind of funny. Like that was pretty good. It wasn't fantastic, but it was okay. You know.
The problem with Good Dinosaur.
Anybody else love A Bug's Life?
Oh, Bug's Life.
Yeah,
was great.
Bug's Life was awesome.
Yeah.
But that was like early classic Pixar before they started like really like shilling the.
That's kind of what I like though.
Sequels.
I really like the 90s for like Disney and Pixar. Like
for
me, it's like the 90s stuff.
Yeah, that's where they did a lot of their best work. I mean, I still think WALL-E is one of the best movies ever made.
WALL-E is so freaking good, man. Yeah, like it is so good. Yeah, what? I mean, yeah, so good. So good. Yeah, that one is killer. I don't know anybody that dislikes it, too. I don't know anybody.
You don't even hear a word until like halfway through the movie, and that's just
so
like
good.
amazing that it can keep the attention of the viewer for that long.
Well, that's one of the
kind of amazing.
That's one of the great strengths in visual art in animation specifically. Is it's a visual medium in its purest form, right? You can really captivate an audience if you know what you're doing, because you have control over every color on the screen, everything that happens. There's no unexpected variable. You can craft the perfect piece of art. And I think silent storytelling in animation is probably one of the best examples of this. I think a really solid example of silent storytelling in animation done perfectly, with the exception of a couple episodes, is Primal by Tartakovsky.
Okay.
Has anybody seen Primal? Primal is Tartakovsky is the guy who did Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah. Right.
And he did a solo-ish project. He had some backing, but he did his own like art project called Primal, which was a story about like
I know
a modified caveman concept.
Yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Actually, my friend sent me that. Yeah,
Primal basically took that old kind of Boris Vallejo, not Vallejo, Boris Vallejo kind of like warrior riding a dinosaur kind of thing, and turned it into like a whole show. And it had the same sort of. There were a couple of silent episodes in Samurai Jack that like showed what he was capable of.
Yes,
with this kind of form. And he just cranked that up to 11 for the show. So good. So good.
That's awesome. Anya, I got to send my show to George so he can shred it. Once I get something.
Do it. George is like amazing.
Dude, he would be so good.
Not gonna lie.
He could shred it and tell me what's good.
I love when you were like grilling me about like, who's the next ambassador? And I was like, he's not on your radar, but did I deliver? Yeah, George is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm doing it for fun. It's like a personal thing, George, but I'm doing like it's like a cross between Adventure Time and Dick Tracy. So
George, George does voice acting.
Oh, I can hear that.
If you need some voice acting, man, I got you.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
My range goes from here to deep, and also to deep. I don't have a lot of variety in there, but I can deliver.
Dude, that'd be amazing. Yeah, that's what I want it to be with people that I know, and you know what I mean. Like, I want it to be like sort of a project like that.
I've
You
got a
know?
solo project going right now that's similar. Like I want to make sure
Nice.
that I do it on my own terms. That I because I've worked
Yeah.
in corporate art for a long time. I did some game design for the casino community for a while,
Mhm.
for a good like 7 years. And then I did a little bit of indie to AAA style, like like indie trying to be a AAA game design. And I worked for Nickelodeon and Comedy Central and all those connected channels for about 4 years and did a lot of work there.
Nice.
But otherwise, my career has been mostly just kind of like silly shit that I want to focus on. Like I take whatever pays so I can do my own personal stuff.
Right. Exactly. So can you tell us about it yet, or do you not want to talk about it yet?
Yeah, I've talked about it in here before. The personal project is called Dark Hollow, and I've shared a little bit of stuff in here before, so I don't want to like spam with stuff that the viewers.
But I haven't heard it, so
Yeah. So for everybody who doesn't know, you can also go see some of Mr. Pixels' first streams. He talks all about it, but please indulge us. Go ahead.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. So Dark Hollow. Here, I'll just go to the canvas really quick and drop a piece.
Oh, nice. Here, let me switch the stream to it. Well, we're also gonna view the other panels in a minute, but here we go. Dun 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 dun. Dark Hollow.
My file browser is not working. What the heck?
So if you can't drop an
There we
image,
go.
usually it's because it's too high quality. So if you want, you can use if you paste it into Discord, it'll lower the quality and you can like copy paste from Discord.
Oh no,
You
my
can use
file,
my
just
DM
my regular
file.
file browser. I was clicking on just trying to look for the file and it wasn't opening. My computer was like,
sorry.
for some reason.
Misunderstood you. It's all good.
Yeah, I'll drop the most recent pages that I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I want to
Cool.
see, man. That's awesome.
They're really good, and he's got like all of the story and lore.
Oh, nice. That's good.
For it.
Those are great. I love that.
Right?
It's got like a classic look to it too. It's
The
like
second one. The second one. Look at all the overlaps. I'm geeking out over like how many.
Oh yeah, it's
There's
great.
so many.
It's awesome. It's distinct too, which is always hard to get. It's always hard to get something that's distinct.
So idly while I was working, so I've been I'm part of the whole like tech creative layoff issue right now. I got laid off, and I've been looking for like a full-time gig for almost a year now. It's crazy out there. But during that period, I've been actually focusing mostly on just establishing the style, because I had a really super simple kind of crayon drawing style for another webcomic I did years ago. And I enjoyed it and all, but I wanted to kind of like push the quality level up a little bit and make this into one of those like, Watterson's not, I'm not going to compare myself to Watterson, but like, my cue from Watterson is that every page is a piece of art on its own. Right. And I wanted to kind of like lean into that a little bit if I could. And we're getting there. It's close. It's real close.
It's awesome, man. Like it really is distinct. Like it's one of those, it's hard to get something where you can know who did it without them signing it. You know what I mean? But I think it's there. I think it looks awesome, man. It's really
That's
good.
the goal. One of my big influences for this style and for a lot of the work that I've been studying lately is Macbeth. Do you know Macbeth's work?
No, Macbeth. No, I don't think so.
I will find a picture and paste it. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite 2D artists. His work is just incredible. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, this is so far beyond anything I'll ever be able to do that I just don't even care. I'm just like, fine, he's great. I love him.
I know.
I can't even be angry about it.
I know, right? I know. Yep. I know exactly.
It's pasting. It will take 9 years to paste, but it will get there.
I know. Magma, I don't know. They do need to work on the pasting from like a source like it.
Yeah, so zoom in on that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he takes a lot of his cues from, I mean, I'm assuming this. He takes a lot of cues from old Jamie Hewlett stuff.
Yeah.
Like lots of like heavy texture. Like I've always been fascinated with his use of texture, which is why I went so heavy on the texture with this new style.
Nice.
But he also does the hollow eyes, the old-fashioned Fleischer era kind of stuff, which has always appealed to me. But he has such like a modern, crisp take on all that.
It's like old school and Escher and something else mixed. Like it's freaking sweet. Yeah.
It's a lot. Actually, here I'll find a piece that isn't quite so busy because he does a lot of like nice, simple character stuff that I really like.
It's really cool though.
Here we go. This is I mean, it's a reclining female, but don't worry, it's not. It's family friendly. We're good.
Oh, it's not him you have to apologize to. It would be me.
I was apologizing to you, but
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. So his stuff is like really super solid. Like,
Whoa, that's interesting.
He makes such a
Right?
clean focal point of the character by putting so much texture work on the floor around
Yeah.
it.
Like it's-
Interesting.
He's really good at pulling focus when he wants to, and just dissolving focus when he wants you to just like explore the painting with the image.
Yeah.
Like his process, I don't know his process. I know a lot of it is solid ink, but I'm not really sure like what other steps go into it. But he's also sort of present in the vinyl toy like collector industry.
Oh, okay.
And he's one of two people who makes up one of my favorite bands, McBays. And if you like
McBays, you said?
Yeah, McBaise. If you like really good kind of modern funky rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
So good.
McBays. Okay, I'm gonna add it right now.
Yeah.
McBays.
So he's one of those artists who's like, yeah, I'm one of the best artists ever, but also I'm kind of a great musician too. I'm like, shut up.
I know, right? Well, I can see his art in the backdrop on Spotify.
Oh, one of the things you're gonna want to look at too is his on YouTube. Look them up because he hand animates by himself like full length music videos for a couple of their songs.
Oh my gosh!
And they're wild looking.
That's awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, that's him and Hewlett and obviously Cuphead and some other like modern takes on old fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's remind me of Cuphead, yeah, a bit.
Yeah, influences for my new style.
I love it,
I'm
man.
Getting more and more comfortable with as time goes on. I'm really happy with it.
It's really cool, man. Yours looks great, man. It looks awesome, dude.
Thanks.
Really, really cool. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Like I like it too. Do you know what I mean? Like it's good, but I like it. Like that. There's a difference between saying it's good and
Yeah, no,
like,
I get you.
But,
like, oh, that's really cool. Moving on. Like, it's nice to see that
yeah.
it'll capture some attention.
Yeah, man. That's great.
That's
great. Like,
I'm loving to see all the like really cute cartoon work on the different sequence panels. Sorry to cut you off, guys.
No, we should be focusing on them.
Oh, man, look at the community making all these little drawings.
Nice.
Aww.
Nice.
That's amazing. Of course, the baby has a gazillion eyes. That just could not be anyone but you.
Yeah, that's
love all these drawings. So look at how amazing you guys are at this. Like, this is crazy. These boards look pretty professional. Like, not gonna lie. What? Every single drawing. There's not like a bad drawing on here. What the heck, guys? That's not. That's not.
You
fair.
would all like to take a moment.
You guys can't just like show up and like make everyone draw amazingly. Like, what? Since what?
If you would all like to take a moment to process that statement, what she's really saying is that usually the work is terrible and she is legitimately surprised.
George, we will have a few words after the stream.
I'm kidding. Don't listen to me, anybody.
No, so am I. Honestly, like, oh, this is really fun. The community has been getting like better and better and better with each stream. Like, I'm genuinely so impressed with everyone. I just wanted to mention that because it's like I'm just floored.
I
just
gotta go
floored,
and look at the and look at what people are doing. But usually I lose track of what I'm doing because the work in here is so good.
Right? And like, here's the thing, right? Especially with a subject like this, I feel like some of the people drawing on this board could like teach me things. You know what I mean? I'm like sat here streaming, but I feel like, I'm not not in any position to tell anybody how to draw these things.
Well, that's the thing with art that's awesome is like you can't like you never like even if you're good at something, even if you learned how to do one thing, somebody else will do something and you're like, dang, that's awesome. Like I wish I could do that. It always feels like that. Like always feels like that.
It's a skill and a community where you always have something new to learn.
There's
always room for growth. You never hit that pinnacle where you feel bored.
Yeah.
The only trick.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say the only trick is to keep yourself productive through the frustrating moments.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it's a double-edged sword, right? Like having a community where like there's always someone better than you. Like
Right,
sometimes it can
right.
kind of make you feel like crap. Like you're like, oh wow, I'm sure great. That person's also great.
Yeah.
Whatever. But if you can learn how to harness that knowledge, like the recognition that like there's so many other great artists out there to just keep you driven instead of making you feel like crap.
Yes.
Oh my god. It's so good.
Especially if you're in a community like this one where you can literally talk to everyone involved. Like you can literally go in the Discord right now and like Andy's in there, Yaga's in there, Parker's in there, Cool Drift is in there, Crab Knight, Sad Banana. All of them are epic artists and they're on this board drawing and you can all just like go and have access to them and go hang out with them and ask questions. Like if you're just coming into the stream and you're like, I have no idea how to draw, but this is entertaining and I want to be involved, go. Like I hang out in there on a routine basis too. Not that I'm any good at drawing cartoons. But oh man, I literally I invite you guys to like come hang out more because man, they've been hanging out in voice chats like every day this week. It's amazing.
I've been really busy, so I've been kind of telling myself I need to be more active in this community because it's a lot of fun. But I have this bad habit. Well, one, I have just
working
atomic, like nuclear level, like unmedicated ADHD that makes it impossible for me to organize anything in my life.
Oh,
but but that aside, not using that as an excuse.
I wish you would have just stopped. Like that would be it. That's it. You just stopped your statement, made it real awkward. Everyone would be like, "Oh."
I really want to be a part of this group, but my brain is broken.
Yeah,
nice.
That's it. Right.
Full stop. Period. That's it. Continue, please. Carry on with this conversation.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, but I've also been like getting myself like caught up in like weird little personal projects that aren't art. Like my mother is getting on in age, and she recently had a bad fall, and she has a little art studio downstairs in her basement. And she fell while rummaging through her insanely cluttered, disorganized art studio to find something. So they're currently away until the 28th. So I've been spending like a ridiculous amount of time in their basement redoing her entire art space. Because it is like they got money and she has spent all of it on art supplies. It's like she got at least 30 grand worth of art supplies down there.
Dang.
Like it's wild, and trying to organize all that stuff because she treats it like a hoarder treats, it's not organized at all, and like the furniture's all in terrible places that she can trip on, and so that's where I've been. That's why I've been kind of like out of it for a little while. It's like a full-time job down there.
You're a good guy,
awesome,
dude.
Yeah, that's awesome though. That's
so
cool.
good, your mom.
Well, okay.
No worries. We forgive you.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like not constantly available, but soon.
You're good.
I shall be
You're
here
good.
more.
Yes, and we will love that. We will love it.
When do you think you'll have something you can release on your project, man?
I'm not sure. I'm sort of taking it at my own time.
Yeah.
I started the first official, like I have 2 pages that are basically like, splash page stop points in the story in the very first section of it. But I started the first like fully paneled page the other day, and it's taken a while because the style is very, very complex. Yeah, so I'm trying not to make any promises. That way I don't underdeliver.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. Do you want to release it like graphic novel kind of style, or what do you want to do with it, you think?
Probably digital. I think it's I'm not doing it necessarily at first to make money. I'm doing it to push myself artistically.
Right.
Like my time spent as like an office worker, corporate artist has sort of stagnated me a little bit. So I'm trying to break that pattern with this. That's the primary goal. And if it can make money, it will. But that's, I find the more I focus on making something that I can sell, the less I focus on making something I like.
Totally, man. Yeah, and then it usually sucks if you're like trying to focus on that. Yeah, it usually does. Because you can't ever predict it. I remember hearing the guy from Patreon, the guy that started Patreon. He's got that Pomplamoose, Pomplamoose. Like they have the YouTube channel, and they do it. They're really good musicians. Like they're all really good musicians. Well, the guy started Patreon, and he was kind of saying, he was giving an example, and he said like one time he spent like 7 months on an album, and he released it and like 300 people got it. He goes, meanwhile, I did this video like super fast, and this girl messes up on the video, and she like starts laughing in the middle of the song, and they just decided to just push it out anyways, and like that's everybody's favorite part of the video, and it got like 50 million views and all this stuff. Like, and he goes, it's just one of those lessons. He's like, you just need to be prolific. He goes, and not try and do what you like not try to, and be honest, and not try to predict what's gonna, what people are gonna like, or what, he's like, because you can't, number one. He goes, plus you might end up spending like gobs of time on something that really isn't that good. Like, you just got to kind of keep making stuff and throw it out there and see what sticks and what doesn't, and then
Absolutely.
like, and he said you won't know what's going to stick. I thought that was good advice. I thought that was, because it's easy to like get really sucked into a project and think like, well, I have to do this, and then this is going to be, when it might not even resonate the way you think it's going to resonate.
The number of times I've spoken to people who are like good, friends of mine but aren't artists, who have like thrown the like, well, why don't you just like do furry commissions? Like, you'll make $1 million. And I've had to be like, I refuse to make that decision specifically to sell things. I feel like that would would end me idealistically.
Yes. Yeah, for real, dude, for real, man. Like, for real. Like, then it's like you're admitting defeat in a way. Like, listen, if your family, I know, right? If your family has to eat, I know. If your family has to eat, do what you got to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you need to, there's like whatever.
There are 110 good reasons to sell out. Like, I don't think people who make that choice are bad people. I don't think it's a bad choice. I think there's a lot of very valid reasons to draw what sells. That is not me saying. And I have been a part of that for a very long time, which is why I'm sort of changing my tech now. I want to
right. Yes,
I've had that phase in my life. I want to evolve, and that means taking a risk that what I do is never going to go anywhere, which I think I'm kind of okay with.
Right, that's how I feel too. Same for me, man. Like, I'm doing this personal project, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know if it's going to be. It might be stupid, and nobody might like it, but it's like, man, it sure is a blast making it. So I'm like, it's been really fun. So that's the thing. And I think there's only a chance of it working if I feel that way. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the only chance of it. If it's like, well, it could suck horribly or it could not, like, that's the only.
But at least you're doing it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm learning so much and having a blast, and like, dude, it's so fun.
I'm starting something.
I'm personally. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh wait, Vens. Yeah, tell us. Wait. Yeah, Vens. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Not really a personal project, but I'm just like making characters as they would exist in a video game or something like this, and like based on themes and things like this, and doing character design for them.
What kind of themes? Tell us.
It's just random things. Like, for example, I have like butcher birds, and so I have like some birds that I'm trying to do just different designs and different like weapons or tools they could use, different buildings they could have, and things like this. It's just for fun, but just to try, and see.
Yeah,
that's the kind of project that I always gravitate toward online if I'm looking for like good art, like people who have like concept portfolios, things that they're just like designing for the little magical world in their own head and not for anyone else. Like, I find that stuff so valid, valid,
so good.
I agree. That's where you learn the most as well while doing.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Totally. 100%. Love that stuff. Yeah, can you show us any, man?
Yeah, go ahead. Go on panel 5. Go on panel 5. Come on. Do it.
No, but it's not super done. But...
And then John has to show us some concept art from his show.
I'll show some. Yeah.
Bully everyone into showing their stuff.
Yeah, I'll show. That's fine. Yeah.
Let's go. John, go to panel 6. Spence, go to panel 5.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, I'm on 6. Let me grab it.
Nice.
Should I show Bob the Celestial Fart? Should I show him?
Yes. Okay. Do it.
All right, and I'll show.
If you want to show Tootie, I'll be voicing Tootie. Everyone.
Yeah.
I'm like really excited.
Okay, let me grab. Let me see what I've got here available. I think some of it's on my iPad, but I have some of it. Yeah.
This was 6 minutes ago. MLEMB. What art space is this Clubhouse on? It's on my art space. Let me post the art space invite link. There you are, Fran. Sorry I didn't see your comment sooner.
2D, I get it. That's awesome.
Yeah, right. Well, this is for me too. Like I didn't like these are like initial ideas for me. Like for me, so I didn't know. I actually didn't even imagine anybody ever seeing these. Like
it's more. I think it's more of a pun on farts.
Yeah. Well.
That's
so let me see what I've got. I would need like a smaller version because it takes forever to paste. There's Bob the Celestial Fart. So that the idea with him is he's like a riff on like Dorian Gray, like the portrait of Dorian Gray. Like so when the universe when the Big Bang happened, it wasn't when the universe was created, it just farted, and he was one of the farts created there. And so he's been around for that whole time.
Nice.
And so he has what I would call infinite indifference. So he's like super powerful, but he just doesn't care about anything. Like he's like super jaded, like super jaded, and just doesn't care, So it's funny. But Tootie's like, yeah, she's like a lounge singer. So it's like, it's like Adventure Time and Dick Tracy. So she's like a lounge singer. She does the paper cut. This one isn't, I don't know if this is the final one, but this is Donk comes from a ultra violent planet, like a super violent planet. And she was like really happy. She was super happy. And so everybody thought she was broken on that planet. Like they thought she was broken. So they like just tossed her out. And so she's she's like a 4-year-old, but she's got that thing. It's called the war hole, and whatever she stuffs in there becomes a projectile cannon. So she's got a cat there. She's about to. So she's like, if you guys have ever seen like Bravest Warriors, like Catbug, she's kind of like Catbug. Like
Catbug.
Yeah. She's kind of like Catbug. She's like 4 years old, but she's super violent, but she's not doing it maliciously. But it's just how she grew up. You know what I mean? So in the story, like in the episodes that I'm writing, she's like, they need to get through somewhere or whatever, and somebody will be in the way, and they'll be like, oh, we gotta get past, and they'll turn around and she's murdered them, and she's like, sorry, and then they're like, don't do that. She's like, well, don't do that again. She's like, okay, I won't do it again. Like that kind of thing.
Later,
yeah, Mr. Peepers has prehensile eyes. He has prehensile eyes.
Nice.
This is Vincent Van Gogh time. He's Vincent Van Gogh from another dimension. And where he was a failed tennis star, he attacked a line judge, and so he's like he went on a downward spiral after he got kicked off the tour. So he's, so it's weird. So it's a weird show. It's a weird show, man. It's really weird.
Just like you.
Yeah.
So sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Here's Janet the Jaw. So this is in the first episode. Janet the Jaw, she's on the run from the police, and she's set up shop.
Wait, we can't see it.
Oh yeah, I'll show you.
Where
It'll come
it?
up in a second. It's pasting.
Okay.
She set up shop at this place called the Psycho Scoop. So she serves these ice cream flavors that are emotions, like they're emotions instead of being ice cream flavors. So like Mr. Peepers gets served like for instance, he starts shrieking and stuff, and he was supposed to get graduation when he orders, but he got childbirth instead, and so she's got this. She's on the run from the police. So this is her like trailer park version of what it looks like to be fancy, like you know what I mean. Like she's like, this is what it means to be fancy, like this. So she's got a disguise. This is her disguise, and I want it to be like real obvious, like her eyes are sticking out of the costume. And I want one of the characters to be like, does anyone see that her eyes are sticking? And everyone's like, just can't see it, or whatever. But she's able to so she set up this ice cream shop. Like she's got all these like illegal flavors in the back, like Mussolini, like Moose tracks, Mussolini tracks and stuff like that. Like where but the way she's able to synthesize these flavors is she's got a kid. This is how the episode starts. Like they try to hire Scout, who's the main guy, to help them. He's like a private detective to find their kid that's missing. Well, their kid is in the back she's got him watching TV 24/7, like eating snacks, and she's milking his dopamine and using that to synthesize that for the ice cream flavors. So the kid never thought he was that he was kidnapped. He just thought it was awesome. Like he was just like, what? Watching TV all the time.
Wow.
So so it's weird. It's going to be a really weird show. It's odd. It takes place in like an alternate version of like the Roaring 20s, but the prohibition is on coffee, not on alcohol. And the idea is like so there were these like they would hop dimensions. Dimensional agents would drink there's a particular espresso bean that they would grow. When they made that grind, they would take it. They could go through this portal, and then when the caffeine wears off, they get bumped back. Well, the government like took over, so it's sort of like a 1984 like kind of a thing where the government took over and they shut them down. And so there's creatures trapped here, and there's creatures trapped outside. So Scout, the main character's dad, he lost his dad early, so that's like his driving motivation. So his dad's over there. What he doesn't know is his dad's actually dead. He went to the chicken dimension and died in a prison from E. coli. So it's gonna be so it's weird. It's really weird. It's a weird show, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But
I just see it.
It's fun.
I'm stoked.
Yeah, we'll see. It's fun. And I've got this weird pipeline. George would probably be like, "What the heck?" But it's like VR to Blender, then I'd like edit it in Premiere, but it's a Quill. It's Quill to Blender, and it creates like these weird artifacts, and it looks strange, man. So like I'll have to show it to you.
Well.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an N64 game or something like that. Like sort of. Like
we'll have to connect you guys after stream.
Yeah, because George had like your comments were really good, man. I was like, I feel like you could like shred it and take it apart and be like, this is.
I appreciate that, man. I think it's really fun to see people using new tools. I'm getting to the point in my life where new tools scare me.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're getting old.
I like my tools the way I like them. Leave me alone. I want to sit in my front stoop with my Wacom tablet.
Dude, I know. It's like it's weird because it took me a bit to figure out like how I loved like animating. I don't know animating very well, but I'm just doing this kind of to also like learn all this stuff, you know what I mean? Like but Quill is like a very tactile way to like animate. Like it's really interesting and it's just different. And so I saw what's his name? Dang it. I don't know why I don't have his name in my mind. Goro Fujita, like doing stuff in Quill. And I was like, I like this. Like, I like what he's doing. I was like, that's interesting, And so I started using it, and it's super quirky. Like, it's weird. And it doesn't like sometimes stuff breaks like when you're doing it, but it's kind of cool too. Like you can do a smear frame that looks really weird, and like it's kind of a mix between 2D animation and 3D or something. Like, but I can animate stuff freaking fast, man. Like really fast. Like, and then I bring it. Another part of the pipeline is I have like you know how like Aardman has like the different parts for their when they do like the stop motion animation.
Oh, so you have segments that you work with for your characters?
Yeah. So like part of it in 3D, like I have like a whole wall of that I bring in that has his eye shapes and his mouth shapes. And then I was able to modify. There's this program somebody made for Quill. I was able to modify it and use it with Adobe Animate, where I use the AI in Adobe Animate, how they use the Vizime, the AI there. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, George? Like, it'll automatically take the audio and kind of work out what the Vizime should be. And I can patch that into Quill, and then Quill splays out all the mouths I've created in a line, in an order. And I just move them. And so that's the animation for the mouth. So I can like, it's really weird.
That's actually weird sort of similar to like some like back in the old days of Flash, they had some rigging systems set up so you could easily lip sync, and you could basically tag. You would have like this big list of your pre-made mouths that you would tag for sounds,
right?
And you could just sort of like toggle between them frame by frame.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so I'm and what I had to do, so because there's like a text, there's like a thing for Quill where you can like put in a bunch of text in a text file, and then it'll spit it out into Quill as 3D objects. And so I just said, well, what if I replace the letters as like parts of the face, like, and then I could just type it out. So then what I do is I put a letter in Adobe Animate on each picture of the mouth, and then I get a program that does images to text, and it spits out the text, and I plug that into Quill, and I have all the mouths like all laid out in order. So then I just move them. Yeah, they just have like a thing to move them, and then it's like the mouth animating. It's weird. It's a really weird thing, but it's been fun like figuring that stuff out.
Hauntingly efficient.
Yeah, it's odd, right? But I want to be able to do it myself. Like that's why I'm trying to find
I mean, you gotta find way. Any solo animator has to find shortcuts to their process, because otherwise it'll never ever get done.
Yes, 100%.
What you're describing. Go ahead.
Can I just butt in?
Yeah.
Someone posted this.
What is it? What is it? Let me see. Hold on. Which one are you on?
Panel 7.
Do you see this stream?
I want to see the world burn.
This was Yaga. She posted this in the Discord. It's a GIF, actually, and in the GIF, the fire in the background is like roaring. It's so good.
That is good.
It's so good.
I love the expression on the face.
Right?
I love the expression on the face. That's awesome. And Yaga, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
I was sick the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, how are you feeling? Good? Hopefully.
Better. Yeah. She's doing awesome. We had an unofficial art jam hangout yesterday. There were so many people there. Amazing, and we all had like such a good time. The art jams feature is rocking, guys.
That's good. Oh, sorry, I got really excited about that, and I started going. I hopefully I didn't go off.
No, you're good. You're good. But I also want to see Ven's stuff, because we were trying to get Ven's.
Yes, Ven's.
So let's go to like panel.
I don't have a whole story like made up as you.
No. But I want to see your stuff though.
Mine might suck horribly too, so don't even worry. It might not be worth anything.
Panel 5, show me.
I don't have much.
Oh, you're good.
I don't have much.
You do have. No, don't feel pressured. Like, don't feel like you have to have a whole story or like a thing. I don't have whole stories. I have
like things like this. I do mostly draw in traditional photos. Like those sketches. I have a bunch like this. I try to do every day, like 5 a day or something.
Vince, do you know we have a traditional art text channel? Do you know that?
Sorry?
Did you know that we have a traditional art text channel now in our Discord?
Yeah, I've seen.
You can post all of these. I would love that.
Where are they? Wait, where are they? I don't see them.
You showed them on the camera.
Yeah.
It's mostly oh. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I see, because it's not.
Oh yeah, sorry, maybe. It's an.
Okay, hold up. I gotta find.
Vince, hold on. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, focus in on that camera, yo.
How do I? Okay, hold on.
I've tons. Yeah.
Just grab his and make it bigger for a little bit, Anya. Then you can go back to the.
There we go.
There you go.
That's working. Like I have some octopus thingies.
Those look so cool.
Nice.
Just designs. Got some jeans.
Are you familiar with an old game called Oddworld, Vince?
Yeah. Oddworld. Yeah.
This is reminding me a lot of like some of the old marketing stuff they put out. Like, well, not marketing, but they shared a lot of the character design pages and stuff for Oddworld.
Yeah.
It's kind of giving me those vibes, really, in a very, very good way.
Yeah, dude, Oddworld was so good.
On PS1, yeah. I played a bunch.
So good.
I have some weird thing here.
Nice.
Love it.
Some flies things. But it's mostly like traditional. Or I don't know. The problem is that I have 10,000 sketchbooks, and I don't know. I draw bits on everywhere, you know.
So does my mom.
I don't know why I do that, because after I regret when I have to organize myself.
Oh, nice sketch, John. Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
What? Yeah, there you go.
we're just zoomed in on it. That's Such a good sketch, John. I just
You
want
got it.
everyone to know this is John's sketch. Just want everyone to know this is what he left on this canvas.
But
So,
Nobody wants to see my other trash on there. That one's better.
but I just like picking on people. This is sick. Damn, dude, lemon peppercorn. People be coming to Magma and like flexing these days. Like, I don't know what's going on. They're all like showing off and stuff. Oh my goodness. Look at all these really gorgeous. Oh wow. Like just amazing, you guys. I can't even. Look at all of these this awesomeness.
It is.
Hi,
really cool.
Mom.
Everybody's killing it.
I love this character so much. I also miss the era of like children's entertainment, like having the comedy be loosely based on like Jerry Lewis, like old, like really like old comedians that none of the kids would actually know. Like they knew none of the kids would know who Jerry Lewis was when they made all this.
Yes,
they didn't care. Like why don't we do that anymore? What happened to that?
I know, right? For real, it's so true. I know.
Oh man, I just love how chaotic you are, John. Like, look at that background. Like, when did that change? And why?
Oh.
Why do you feel the need?
I don't feel the need. I just like to change it up a little bit, you know? Just change it up a little bit.
So you thought this drawing is the perfect background.
Why not? You know?
There is something. I have to go dig it up. There's something that one of our moderators put in the channel this week. It's called Magma Bingo.
Magma Bingo.
Let's go to panel 8. And I just want to show everyone for fun. This was Nexus, one of our moderators. He made this bingo. I just read this with me, guys, because it's so funny.
Let me see.
Some of this is hilarious.
This is cool. You have drawn with heads.
Oh,
encountered trolls, met Cybernaut in community hate. He's nice. This is awesome,
right?
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's
Do
great.
I have bingo? I think I might have bingo.
We need to add one though, like waiting for an image to be pasted. You need one,
right?
Yeah, you need that.
I'm personally offended. My name is not in this bingo, so somebody please add me in this bingo.
What would it be though?
Also, I hate being the center of attention, so definitely don't put me in the middle.
Yeah. Everybody add me, guys, but don't acknowledge me. Just add me, or else.
Frank's puns.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying I like to be at the center of attention, but I want to be in the center of this bingo.
Yes.
Right.
Oh man.
I mean,
but I also want to see I want to see people fill this in and paste it in the Discord, because
you are
I
such
want
a staple that I think you could just be the bonus space.
That is true. That's true.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Just like
true.
somebody Photoshop just my face in there.
Don't you mean somebody magma my face in there?
Yes.
That's the competition.
This is so funny. I love these things. I love when people make these things. It adds so much richness into just like the whole experience. They pasted this and I was like, yes, this is the best thing ever.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Just know, you guys, when you do things in the Discord, I see it.
That's right. That's right.
I'm chronically.
Dang, you had to whisper there.
Checking
Like
it.
that
Yeah.
too.
Just to make it a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
I want people to know, I'm watching.
I'm there. I'm over your shoulder.
Sorry, but you have to work a little harder to be creepy enough to. If you didn't think so before, if you do anything in the Discord, Anya sees it.
Exactly what he said. But,
Right. He is a
me.
voiceover guy.
I know. I'm telling you, he's
Yeah.
really good.
I grew up being the kid that like wouldn't stop doing stupid voices, and I just never grew out of it.
I love that.
Oh man, I do that, and my husband's always like, "Can you stop? You're so embarrassing." So like, I'll do voices, and he'll be like, "Can you please stop?"
Sounds
Like,
like
the cringe
somebody
is too
doesn't know
hard
how
for
to have
him, like-
fun.
Right? Stick in the mud. No, I love him. He's great.
My kids say that. My kids like no matter what I do, it's like I embarrass
3
them now. Like
bingos.
you know, my daughter especially, she's 12, and it's like I'm
Good.
like, oh yeah, I took a shower last night. You know, I'll say when I'm out, she's like, Dad, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, people take showers, and she's like, I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not saying I washed my butt, and then Dad, what are you doing? You know, and I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, why'd you get so particular? Like, when are you so?
Okay, who
Dad,
is
stop talking about your
embarrassed?
butt.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Who is embarrassed by the mention of I actually washed my butt? Like, it'd be more embarrassing if you said you didn't.
I know that's the kind of stuff
Like,
I say.
that's
Don't
let's
worry,
just be real
darling.
here. Clean butts are good butts.
I made sure to take a shower, and I washed nothing. I stood just outside of the stream of
I
water
play
and
with my
watched
little
it and
boat.
breathed in the steam for about half an hour.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
The crust is still present, I assure you.
It's an enamel. You have to build it up so that you don't get sick, right?
An enamel. What
Good.
a horrible way to put that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, she's got an extra bingo. She's got
Oh,
an extra
nice.
bingo. Okay, what were you saying, Yaga? Yaga said that now there's an extra bingo. So I need to. What was she talking about? Does anybody know? I didn't know what she was
I
talking
Do
need
we
to
have
fill
a
this
blending
in.
tool?
You know what it is? I need to fill this in.
Oh, it's just to get more points on the bingo.
Okay. I want to fill this in. I'm gonna do yeah, I've done that one. Yep, I've done that one.
You're not allowed to play this card.
Yep,
You're here too
done
much.
that one.
I just
Yeah, right.
I need to try Magma on
Done that
mobile,
one. Do I not? Oh, I got a bingo.
and I need to fill my art desk. But I think
Surprise, surprise.
we have a
I'm
lot
so
of
sorry,
space.
Wins.
I did this.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I did this. I did this. I did this. No, I didn't do that one. No, I didn't do. Oh, yeah, I have. I was the first art of the week thing. Yeah, I've met Anya, so I get the bonus.
You don't get that one. Not allowed. That's cheating.
I've encountered trolls. Yep. I've joined Magma Clubhouse. That's great. Someone drew over my drawing. Yep. Anime. Nope. I met Cybernaut. Yep. I've met him.
Nice
Hosted a
final
canvas. Done. Lagged out of canvas. Done. Didn't do that. Use built-in voice call. Didn't do that. Use AG before. Nope. Drawing addiction. Absolutely. Okay. So that's my.
I've done all of those.
What?
Actually, all of them, Anya.
What you've
Yeah.
done?
Although
the voice
I don't-
call?
Yeah, I've done. the voice
You've
call.
asked about a blending tool in chat.
Yeah, I have. I've asked.
Really?
Yeah, Yariv
fail?
early on. I asked him like about all the
okay.
tools. All the tools.
Sure.
We had plenty of conversations about it. I was
Yes,
there
but
before
have you met me?
Before you, I was there asking questions.
Right.
Before you were
Right,
even.
but have you met me?
Oh, that's the
Uh,
one.
that's
Missed that one.
You have to have met me to get
I
the vote.
don't know. Have I met the real you? That's the
I
question.
don't know.
You
Maybe
know,
I've just been hiding all along.
It could have been.
It's all a show.
It's all a show.
None of this is
You're
real.
telling me with your blue sky lives in Magma that you have had a full art desk? You lie.
A
There's
full
no
art
way.
desk? It's quite a bit to fill it. For us,
We've
yeah.
given you so much storage. There's no way you've ever like peaked.
Well, see, I have done that because I was there early on and it was really tiny and it messed up. And so I have had that, but only because it messed up in the beginning. So that doesn't really count. I don't know if
Yeah.
that counts
He
because it was
doesn't
like
count,
when they
John.
were trying it, you know,
He,
it's like a
he doesn't win the
technicality.
full bingo board. Mm-mm.
No, I didn't. I probably
Annoying.
don't have them all.
I'm just being jealous. That's all.
No, it's all right. I'm just giving you guys.
Oh, this is so fun though.
All right, I'm done with mine.
Ooh, let's go see it. Let's go see it. Let's go. Yours is here. Nice. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Awesome.
On point. On point.
definitely so that
Freakazoid.
everyone can laugh at me. This is the first anime drawing
so
I've ever
good.
drawn in like since I was 9 years old, which was 21 years ago.
It's good. I like it.
It's horrible. Don't.
Okay,
But
fine. It sucks.
I
You
will
should quit.
I know. I will redeem myself. I'm gonna do like my version of Sakura card captors in my style sometime soon. Look at this board though.
We're establishing a new trope.
What?
The Anya like I don't want to be the center of attention. Stop it, trope. Like no, it's terrible. Shut up. Just shut up. Don't be stupid. I hate it. Sucks. I should delete it. I should just go jump off a bridge. Just stupid. Lame.
No, I would never say that though. Not like this. This. I hate when people do that when they like use the whole like unaliving themselves thing as a like. A
well, I mean, there's a difference between that and like actually meaning it, but yeah. My opinion is with to an extent, you have to be able to laugh about the scary stuff. Otherwise, life will just suck forever.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Oh man. I'm living for
Frank,
the vibe of this.
What's this from? What am I recognizing this from?
Wait.
Shoot.
What is it from? Hold on. No. Frank's on the second board. This is Frank's drawing. Frank is doing an absolutely great job.
That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, this looks perfect.
It's like,
yeah, well, that's what my character is.
What's it from?
He's like the weird general, like sergeant guy. Yeah. Cosgrave.
Oh yeah.
I need to go back and watch this show. It's been years. Like I remember Freakazoid specifically beautifully. Like every dumb line he's ever said like resonates in my soul, but for some reason everything else about that show has just gone poof out of my brain. I also think that he needs more credit for being like the actual inspiration for our modern Deadpool that we all know and love.
Ooh.
Like Freakazoid 100% was like the original Deadpool. Like the Deadpool existed in the comics, but not in like the intense fourth wall breaking way that he currently does. Not all the time, at least. Freakazoid was definitely like a major like step in the evolution of Deadpool, I think.
Okay.
Interesting.
Constantly talking to the camera kind of thing and like breaking the rules of animation.
Yeah. Nice. I'm just looking through some of these. These are awesome, guys.
Yeah,
I know,
fantastic.
right?
Meg's one is
every
awesome.
time we do one of these, Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Vince.
The Meg's one on the first board is really nice. Like I love the render.
No. Instead of Dora the Explorer, I think this is like an adult version of like Dora the Explorer, but instead it's Dora the Hunter.
Yes.
And they did this like action pose with guns. Nice. And look, there's a backpack. I think this is meant to be like an adult version of Dora the Explorer. This is amazing. Wait, who did this?
Dude, somebody did Cat Dog like exact too.
Yeah, these are all fantastic.
Yeah, that Cat Dog is.
Oh, we're doing
the Cat Dog,
Steven Universe.
Nice.
I think it's Sad Banana. I really like this one.
Is this from Steven Universe, right? Or is it just a something from the
Cat Dog is so good.
Same artist.
Yeah.
Oh, Meg. This
Meg,
drawing. Holy
that's so
crap.
good. That's
Look
right
at
on point. That's like right on point.
Disgusting in like the best way possible.
And Courage, did Frank do Courage?
I don't know what Courage is.
Yeah, Courage is the pink one in the bottom right. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
that
this
looks
Tom and Jerry. And that that looks perfect. That looks
he did.
Like, yours is so spot on too, George. Yours is like exact. It's like exact too.
It's actually a habit I'm trying to break. Is like since I spent so much time doing work for existing properties, I've like hyper trained myself to like match styles and like follow guidelines and all that stuff. Which is why I'm working so hard on my other style. I did.
Right.
You were saying something actually about your current process that reminded me. I did a lot of work back in the old Flash games era for South Park. And
oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we did a lot of games for South Park, and we almost didn't have to make anything from scratch because they just gave us like piles and piles of Illustrator files that had all of the elements of each character broken out.
Right.
Because they're all just paper dolls. And the
First part
other
was awesome.
monster from I'm blown away. Where's Jake the dog? Where is that on this one?
Okay, the courage, the cowardly dog. You mean?
Oh, he did Jake. He said he did Jake.
Oh, he did Jake. Oh, yeah.
Where's
There's
Jake?
Finn. I don't see Jake.
Yeah, just in the middle.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's right above him.
Oh, geez, he's so tiny.
And he's on Homer's head too.
I didn't see him. He's so small.
And there's
got,
another
funny
one.
version. Yeah, the funny version of one.
You definitely got the motion on that one.
Yes.
There's this
the
kind of
gesture is so good.
Well, there's a noodly quality that Ward liked to express in a lot of his characters. Jake the dog is that's his power is stretching.
Yeah.
But like even characters that weren't Jake the dog still had that noodly kind of motion.
Yeah.
I'm guessing pulled as reference from like the old Fleischer era, like bendy arm sort of thing.
Yeah,
but he does it in such a unique way, and I love how you captured like the noodle arm and noodle leg.
That's where he's like dancing with that bug or something. I remember there's an episode he's like dancing with a bug, and he does that move. I think that's the move where he's like, it's like brown or something like that. Like it's like something funny. If I remember right, I think it's funny because I remember seeing that being like, that's hilarious. Like this cat dog is glorious. It's so good. I mean, that looks like that's so dead on.
I'm tired of constantly complimenting Andy's work. So this is great, Andy. Perfect.
And then Yaga did this one. Anya, did you ever? She answered you about what that was. The yellow and orange character down there.
I don't remember. Something beast, the freaky beast. Or
Let me look back and see if I can.
Maggie and the Beast.
Maggie and the Beast. Yeah.
That's right. I think
Ferocious
my siblings
Beast.
to watch it.
I never watched that season.
Yeah, Andy, this Battle Cat is wild. This is super good.
I should have drawn something from like Thundercats or something. I used to watch He-Man and Thundercats a lot.
Same. That was so there was a brief period in my life before a certain deific figure came into my life where I could watch things and have fun. And back when I could watch stuff, it was He-Man, Thundercats, Silverhawks, if you remember Silverhawks.
I don't remember Silverhawks.
Oh, Silverhawks was the best. It had like a cybernetic winged space cowboy with an electric guitar. It was the stupidest. It was so good.
Awesome.
It was so stupid. But it was part of that like Thundercats kind of era of animation.
Right.
God, I remember I had like they sold. You know, there's always like the big toy in every one of these things, like every kid wants. I had the big toy from that one. I had this big plastic eagle that had wings that would open up and lock in place, and you could push a little switch, and they'd clap together, and could absolutely hurt you. I'm sure I hurt myself a number of times with that thing.
As every good toy should be.
As every good toy is meant to be. But I did sort of get into this kind of era of Cat Dog and Rocco's Modern Life and all this stuff, like. But this was around the time when my parents started thinking cartoons were scary. So I had to like sneak. I have a different kind of love for Courage and for Cat Dog and like that era because I still loved it, but I couldn't just like sit down and absorb it. I had to like
you had to like
seek downstairs and see what reruns were going on.
Right.
Man, but yeah, He-Man was a big one for me. I loved He-Man. I actually have a hockey jersey. I have a few of these. I'm a huge geek. I have a hockey jersey that has Skeletor on the front being like, yeah, and it says Lords of Destruction on it. And it's bright purple.
Did you ever watch Darkwing Duck? Did you ever watch Darkwing
heck
Duck?
yeah.
Yeah,
I did a portrait of myself as Darkwing Duck. Hold on.
Did you
I'll go
really?
to-
Nice.
Wait, paste
Nice.
that in. That's okay. You cannot say that and tease us. Okay, so a board 9.
I'll just do it
Board
on,
9.
on,
We will
4,
be
on 4
waiting.
where I have my. I'll do it on 4 where I have my other stuff already.
Oh, okay.
DuckTales
so
was
I'm
good
not taking
too.
up too much.
DuckTales, like was it Chip and Dale Adventures or whatever? DuckTales was good too. I
Yep.
used to watch that.
Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, Rescue Rangers. That was it. That was it.
That
Yes,
is
dude. That's awesome. Dude, that's freaking awesome.
I do a bunch of these to keep myself, because like I said, my old job used to be matching shape language for shows.
Right.
Actually, this is from Primal. This is that show I was telling you about.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Nice. No, I don't know that then. I haven't seen that.
It's fantastic.
That's cool.
And anybody
That's
here
what
who's
I
actually
know.
anyone who's trying to get into animation or trying to get into a job where you have to like work with a company or a group to make to continue a franchise, this is the kind of stuff you see pop up online, these like art challenges that are actually really useful. Doing a self-portrait in other styles, because one, you yourself will never appear in these shows, so you're a brand new object that doesn't have any representation, so you have to learn how to use their shape language to represent yourself while still looking like it's from that show, which is a pretty decent challenge if you haven't done it before. But it also just gives you a chance to like really appreciate a lot of the stuff that you grew up with and you had fun with.
George, you should do that as a classroom.
That'd be fun. That'd be really fun.
Dude,
I worry about like expecting people to show what they look like in a drawing, but I've done 1,000 of these. Like these are, I got Calvin Hobbes. I've got Samurai Jack.
Ooh. Oh, that's
awesome.
so cute. Oh my goodness.
Gorillas.
Nice.
Oh, that's so good.
That's good. That's on point too.
I like the Goyas.
That's good, man.
I've got Beavis and Butthead.
Yes.
I've never drawn an uglier picture of myself, and I love it so
Dude, that's
much.
so good. That's so good.
Good.
That style actually took a second to figure out. Like, there's something
Dude, for real.
going on in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I match some anime styles. I try not to go too hard into anime just because it's a little bit too prevalent, but I still love anime. Like, I did Mob Psycho, which is one of my favorites.
Nice.
Oh, that looks cool.
I did JoJo, which I hate, but I still do it.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Give yourself the bicep.
Yeah.
there weren't a lot of like heavy boy characters to reference in JoJo, unfortunately. I was like, how does this artist draw fat people? Oh, they don't. Okay.
That's hilarious. That's funny though. That's funny though when you really think about that. Like that's crazy. You know.
Yeah. Well,
You guys-
you do this project and you dig deep into these properties. you
Right.
realize-
Right.
Yeah. Chat, we need to know from you if you want to do this at George's next classroom. Let us know. If there's no interest, then we won't do it. But if there is and people feel comfortable doing it, let us know either in the Discord or in the chat, please, because this, I think personally, like, this is awesome.
Yeah. I think
So,
Like, I kind of wish I
Ma-
could do this, so I want to
so
show up
matching-
to that class.
Matching visual language like this in a program that is a little bit non-standard is going to be an even bigger challenge, because the tools are just a little bit different and the feel's a little bit different.
right.
Right.
So it'd be a unique challenge for sure. Because so it's like an image like this is going to be really hard to replicate in Magma.
Oh, Transformers. That is so good.
And I
Yeah,
think
man,
this would
that's
be so.
great.
You're a wizard.
I did.
How do you do this?
This is my main. This is what I do. So the Uzumaki one could probably be done in here pretty well.
Nice. So good. That was good. That's really good, man.
Oh, good man.
That was tough to draw. Not only because I had a
is
ton
great.
of reference from the show and from the comic on my Pure Ref tablet. So I was sitting here looking at these just awful, terrifying, horrible images, being like, "How do I get that?" Like, also, just getting the texture right on that one was a pain. Dude's a genius.
Yeah.
Dude is a genius. Oh, my One Piece one turned out good.
Yeah, you did good though. The mood looks really nice. Oh, that's sick. How many of these do you have?
Yeah, you have tons.
50
One Piece is nice. Yeah.
ish.
Dude, this
That's
is your
awesome.
version of John's like wall of textures.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's it. Like
Yeah,
That's-
this is
was
a
a bunch
lot
more in there.
harder.
Dang, dude.
Yes, that's the one. You should do the triplets of
That's so
Belleville.
good.
Oh, I
wow.
love his work. He's one of my all-time favorite animators.
Yeah, you should, that's good for Over the Garden Wall too. That's good, man.
It was actually kind of difficult because a lot of these Garden Wall is a great example of a show that I think of as really high fidelity. But when you break into the actual character designs and the stuff going on in there, it's so not. Like there's
interesting.
It's really, really simple. Like the background stuff is more complicated and interesting, but the character designs themselves are like hyper simple.
Huh.
You don't think about it because the show is so fantastical and strange. But when you really dig in, like I couldn't do this without thinking it looked wrong in my head because it felt too simple.
Right.
It's pretty close. It's
did you ever do Aeon Flux?
No, I have a plan to do another grid of these. I think there's like 48 in a grid. And Aeon Flux is 100%. I love Peter Chang. Shoot, I forget.
I can't remember.
I think it's Peter Chung. I love his work. Like his stuff is so good. It's so
crazy,
eerie and unsettling.
Yeah.
Oh, here, this will pull you back in time.
Yes. Nice. Oh, dude, that's so awesome. Yeah. That's really fun. That's super fun. Yes, dude, I haven't thought about that for so long. Oh my god, so good.
And this is the one that
Nim. Did you do Secret of Nim?
That'll be on the next one. Secret of Nim is decidedly like darker and kind of inkier and edgier. And I'm kind of really excited to sort of do that one and see how I can, because it's essentially identical, but with like a huge tone shift.
Right. Yeah.
So that'll be really fun. But the one I'm most proud of, and this was so deceivingly difficult to get right.
Yes. Nice.
Whoa.
Dude, that's good. That's on point. Right? Especially the background too. The background is good too. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, it was just like 3 different brushes and just drawing straight lines.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's so different. It's so weird. Like the background is so weird for that show. Like it's like
you have
think about that show.
Attention to detail because the texture and like, oh wow.
I found while working on this, I don't know if you've noticed on a few of these, they don't start to look like the show until you add a film grain to them. Because we absorbed a lot of these old shows in an era where film quality was super different.
Right.
So a perfectly crisp drawing, just taking this film layer off makes it look like it's not quite right. It's really weird.
That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. There's implications for that too. If you're doing an animation and you want, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you ever do like Doug had a weird style? Do you remember Doug?
Oh, I love Doug.
Yeah,
that was so cool looking. It was such a great show.
Yeah, that was good. That had a really weird style. I'm trying to think of what else.
I should put that here. Actually, I'm gonna add Doug to my list.
Yeah,
add a little list for the next one going.
Yeah. What about the Hobbit series? Like the Hobbit animated series?
Remember the Nightmare Fuel that was the Hobbit animated series?
Yes, you should do it like that. You should do yourself as like Gandalf, man.
That is such a scary looking show.
There's a way. Yeah.
It's so hard to look at. I love it, but it's terrible. It's terrible.
It is. That's a good one. That's a good one too. You can count on me for Nightmare Fuel, man.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't done Ren and Stimpy too, you got to do Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, 100%. Oh, actually, no, that's on my list.
I love what's going on here. Like
it's good.
It's ripping off each other.
It's like nostalgia. It's like such nostalgia. I love it.
Dude, nostalgia is such a powerful tool for everything from conversations.
So I never know who's gonna show up on the Embassy Clubhouse. And when I saw that I knew at least 2 of you were gonna make it, and I was like, them 2 coming together, I need to change the theme. Like I need it to be something that's like gonna be in their wheelhouse. And then Vince showed up and it was like perfect because all 3 of you are so into like this particular theme.
Well, we're sitting here talking about stuff, and Vince is over here just like making beautiful art while leaving us in the dust. But
I know, right? Hey Arnold, honestly, did you do Hey Arnold?
What?
Who did Hey Arnold down there? Somebody did Hey Arnold down there.
Oh, it's not me.
Yeah.
But honestly, I wasn't watching a lot of animation like when I was younger.
We grew up on it. It fueled our childhood. Here, I'll drop one more. Do either of you, Venz, or do either of you know Bone by Jeff Smith?
Yes. Yeah. A buddy of mine, Steve Hamaker, did the I grew up with him, but he was like mostly my brother's friend. But then as I got older, I became friends with him too. But it was he did the color for that. I think for most of it, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when Scholastic bought the rights, they did the color version. I like the black and white personally. But yeah, this is my bone.
I won't tell Steve. I'll tell.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Oh, that's good. That's good, dude.
Like
that's real good.
his world is absolutely defined by the quality of his lines. Like his line work is unbelievably crisp.
It's crazy.
Like
Really
anybody who wants a masterclass in line work, like ink, just read Bone. It's insane. Like there's no one like him. Like there's a lot of greats out there who do beautiful line work, but his was a black and white piece. There was no color to distract from his line work, and it ruled. Every page was perfect.
It's awesome.
I'm in like such awe of that guy. I just can't get over it.
Aww.
His
again, you should do like one classroom is just like a study of Bone.
Oh,
like you just go through panel after panel after panel and show people why things are great. Like that's huge. Because not everyone is like you and has the knowledge of like why those pages are great. So just sharing about that would be amazing. Sorry that I keep interjecting with like,
please.
Here's an idea for a classroom. Here's an idea for a classroom. Like,
please interrupt.
No, it's good.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
no, it's good.
This is amazing. Oh, this is so great. I love that you showed us all of that. I'm super excited. However, although I would love to watch everyone here continue to
it's time, isn't it?
Get into nostalgia. We're like 16 minutes over time, guys. We've been having so much fun. We didn't even see the finish line. We went straight by it. We didn't even think to ask what is going on or how long we've been going because it's been too long. And I'm sure everyone is having like the best time ever. But if you want to keep going, we can always join in the voice chat. And everyone is invited to go back to the voice chat and hang out afterwards if you want to. When you're done all of your stuff, you can post it in either multiplayer art or in classrooms. We had so much fun today. Thank you, all three of you, for showing up and having such an amazing time.
It was a blast. I'm watching this stuff over here and I'm losing my mind.
This
was the
right?
SOP is amazing. Yeah,
super good.
Yeah.
So next week, tune in on Tuesday. We have Maple Syrup Madness Clubhouse with Yana, and we have Vince's Classroom.
Yeah.
So you guys get excited for that, and we shall see you next time. Bye.
Later.
Peace.